Hello, good day everyone. For today's video is all about political institutions. In this lesson, we will talk about politics, power and authority, legitimacy and types of authority, types of political organizations, and leadership structures. First, let's unlock these terms: politics, power, and authority. Politics, these refer to activities through which people make, preserve, and amend or change or improve the general rules under which we live. It involves the dynamics of conflict resolution and cooperation, as well as the exercise of power. So what is power? Power is the ability to do something in order to achieve a desired outcome. And a person with power has the capability to control people or make them do something that they would not do otherwise. Just like this pandemic, right? We are not allowed to go out unless if we are called frontliners. We don't want that, right? But we need to follow, or else we will receive sanctions for disobeying the rules. Authority is legitimate power. This means that a person who has authority has the right to exercise power. And this person is obeyed by the people because he or she is recognized as the rightful or legitimate ruler or leader. The following are the several trends of the development of political structures and institutions. First, increased population density. The effect of this is scarcity of our resources. Second, large surplus of resources and wealth. Surplus means excess of something. Let's say, less demand, more supply. So, kumbaga, masayang lang ang resources. Third, greater social inequality. Fourth, less reliance on kinship relations as basis of political structures. Fourth, or fifth, increased internal and external conflict. Second to the last, increased power and responsibility of leaders. And the last one, increased burden on the population to support political leaders. We've been talking about legitimate power. Now, what does this legitimacy means? This term is originated from the Latin word that means to declare lawful. It confers on an order or command or binding character, thus transforming power into authority. And we have here types of authority. These are traditional authority, legal rational authority, and charismatic authority. Traditional authority, they have inherited their power and authority, or they occupy a position that has been passed on to them. Example, monarchs. So we have here Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth's descent is an example of traditional authority. Next is legal rational authority. In this type, the power and authority are legitimized by a clearly defined set of written rules and laws, such as elections or through appointment. Example is the presidents and prime ministers. We have here our current president, President Duterte. The last one is charismatic authority. It is based on the presumed special and extraordinary characteristics or qualities possessed by a certain individual. Example, according to our book, Ramon Magsaysay, Fidel Castro, and Che Guevara. These persons influence, have impacts to the people. That's why Yeah, that's why they are being idolized in terms of their leadership. And charismatic authority is the most unstable type of authority. And I guess wala na ni siya karon, dili man gani mo follow ang mga tao no sa um, leader wherein voted by majority, how much more through charisma ra. Now, let's proceed to the types of political organizations and leadership structures. But before that, let's unlock these terms first. Political organizations, political dynasties, and political clientelism. Political organizations, according to anthropologists, these are the groups within a culture that are responsible for public decision-making and leadership, maintaining social cohesion and order, protecting group rights, and ensuring safety from external threats. Political dynasties. A dynasty refers to a succession from rulers from the same line of descent. Thus, relatives who stay in power, specifically members of one family who continuously hold elective political positions, are considered members of a political dynasty. Specific example of this political dynasty, let's say mayor ka, after your term, you will be replaced by your son or daughter, and after the term of your son or daughter, they will be replaced by your apo, ing ana siya. And for some politician, they share their thought that they are against political dynasty, kaya for them, mura daw siya ari-arian nga gipamana sa mga anak. But in my own opinion, it will depend. It will depend if they still offer a good leadership in our country, why not? And if for sure, if the people are not satisfied, then they will never win in the election. The next term is political clientelism or clientelistic politics. According to Susan Stokes, it is the giving of material goods in return of electoral support. In this relationship, it involves two parties, the patron, the politician, and the client or the voter. Political organizations and leadership structures have evolved as societies progressed over time, from emergence of simple bands, tribes, and chiefdoms to the establishment of modern nation-states or states. I believe we are done discussing the earlier types of societies such as bands, tribes, chiefdoms in our lesson B5. So this time, let's just proceed to the modern political and leadership structures, which is the nation states or the state. The terms nation and state are often used interchangeably in everyday life. So let's differentiate the two. Nation consists of a distinct population of people bound together by a common culture, history, and tradition. It's more on ethnic concept, while states, it is a political unit that has sovereignty, the legitimate and ultimate authority of the state over an area of territory and the people within it. And that ends our first lesson for this quarter.